Former Alabama quarterback Greg McElroy is high on Alabama heading into 2025. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again to talk about my Alabama Crimson Tide and what former Alabama quarterback Greg McElroy had to say about our Alabama Crimson Tide. He explained why he is so high on Alabama before the beginning of the 2025 season. And I am with him. I am high on Alabama too, as I am every season. It might not always go like we expect it to go, but I think this season, 2025, the second year under Coach Debor, is going to be something special in a good way. But I want to give a shout out to Saturday Blitz because that's where I'm getting this information from, okay? Alabama legend guarantees a massive 2025 season for the Crimson Tide. Greg McElroy is certain that Alabama will take a step forward in 2025. And I agree. I am certain of it too. I am 100% all in on my Alabama Crimson Tide. On his podcast, Always College Football, McElroy broke down why he's so high on Alabama heading into 2025. The win total, 9.5. All right. I think Georgia and Texas is at 10, whatever. I'm bumping Alabama up to 10 too. 9.5. Hey, moving on up to 10. Anything with a 0.5, you carry it on up to 10. But anyway, he said if he had to pick the over, he's going to go with my Alabama Crimson Tide. And I'm going with them too. I think they'll win more than 9 games. I think they'll 11-1. 11-1. Who they'll lose to, I don't know. I can't pick that game. But one game that got me a little nervous is the Iron Bowl. We all know how it is going into Jordan-Hare Stadium. Going into Jordan-Hare got me more nervous than going into Athens, okay? Sanford Stadium, well, Georgia done won, 32 games straight at home? But I'm more nervous going to Jordan-Hare, I can tell you that. And maybe that's the fact that, we done beat Georgia, 9 out of the last 10 times? That could have something to do with it. But I digress, okay? Auburn, I think, gives us the hardest time on the road out of any SEC team. But anyway, McElroy said he's basing his expectations for Alabama. He's basing it after looking at the schedule, all right, the home field advantage at Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the pieces that Debor brought in after the 2024 season. Okay, so Alabama went undefeated at home last season, so there it is. The home field advantage. All right. They went undefeated at home. Beat everybody at home. All of our losses was on the road. We was a terrible road team last year, but let's not forget 3 out of the 4 games we lost was by single digits. Okay, let's not forget that. As it says, Alabama went undefeated at home last year, which is no small thing in the SEC. McElroy sees another 7-0 mark at Bryant-Denny as very doable with matchups against Wisconsin, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, LSU, Oklahoma, and Eastern Illinois. Don't forget we got ULM at home too in week 2. Yeah, we got ULM at home week 2. Okay, but anyway, he sees a path to the number if the Tide can protect their turf, okay? He sees a path of Alabama getting the over, going over 9.5 wins if they can protect home turf, all right? Like I said, ULM Wisconsin, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, LSU, Oklahoma. I ain't even going to count Eastern Illinois. Okay, and we got ULM and Wisconsin back to back. Then we got an off week or a bye, and then we go to Athens. But Greg McElroy is high on Alabama going into 2025. The real question, according to McElroy, is how Alabama will fare on the road. Missouri, South Carolina, Auburn are all question marks. Still winning just 3 of the 5 games they got on the road will be enough to crack double-digit wins, something Alabama hasn't missed on back-to-back seasons since pre-Nick Saban years. Pre-Nick, we've never went 2 seasons in a row where we didn't, win double-digit games since, 2008. We're going to say 2008. Okay, because we didn't win double digits in his first year. But ever since then, 2008 double digits, except for 2010. That was it. I think it was 2010. So, or did we go 10-3 in 2010? I'm not sure. Okay, but hey, it is what it is. But we ain't went no back-to-back seasons not winning at least 10 games. But hey, it is what it is, man. I'm high on him, just like McElroy. So what's behind all the confidence that Greg McElroy has? For starters, while the Crimson Tide saw 41 players depart this offseason, they still managed to bring in the number 3 ranked recruiting class in the country. Even if the transfer portal additions only ranked 62nd, Alabama has always been more about developing talents than plugging holes. And Alabama get quality over quantity when it comes to the transfer portal. It ain't about how many players you bring in through the transfer portal. It's about the quality of the players that you bring in. But anyway, there's also the fact, though bumpy, there's also the fact that in 2024, though bumpy, Alabama had its moments. Alabama beat number 2 Georgia at home and started the season 4-0 before the wheels got wobbly. And that was down the stretch, okay? But as McElroy hinted, many of those stumbles came on the road, and Debor now has a full year of SEC experience under his belt. A 9-4 finish last season, including tough losses to unranked Vanderbilt, Michigan, Oklahoma. All unacceptable. Anyway, those losses last year and going 9-4 got some people wondering whether Coach Kalen Debor is the guy for Alabama. The guy that can take Alabama forward after Nick Saban's retirement. But guess what? Me alone with Greg McElroy ain't having none of that. Ain't having none of that. Coach Kalen Debor is the man. To Greg McElroy and to me, Alabama isn't a program in transition. It is a sleeping giant already starting to stretch. That sleeping giant is waking up. And it's about to go crazy in 2025. I'm telling you. Y'all better believe it. Y'all better believe it. I was listening to Bama Standard last night. And Bama Standard had a couple of dollars on there when it comes to my Alabama Crimson Tide. One of them said Clemson could possibly win the national championship. This same dollar, along with another one, is really high on Texas and Arch Manning. Really high. And both of them are former players of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And they going, or they are high on Texas and Arch Manning. Why are they so high on Texas and Arch Manning? What's his last name? He's the nephew of Eli and Peyton Manning and the grandson of Arch Manning Jr. Well, I tell you what, Eli Manning, Peyton Manning, and Arch Manning Sr., not Arch Manning Jr., but anyway, he's the grandson of Arch Manning Sr. But Eli, Peyton, and Arch Manning Sr. won't be on the field in 2025. Their playing days is over. Okay, I understand that. Sure, Eli, Peyton, Arch Manning Sr., all of them had a hand in teaching this young man, Arch Manning. I'm sure of that. But guess what? He can have all the attributes, all the genetics in the world. But a lot of his success will be on the people that's surrounding him. He won't be successful if the right guys ain't around him. He won't be successful if those guys around him don't perform, just like Ty Simpson. The guys that's surrounding him, he won't be successful without the guys that's surrounding him. If they don't perform, if they don't be successful, Ty Simpson can't be successful. I just don't understand why everybody, all the experts, are so high on Texas and Arch Manning. And just like, I believe it was Aaron Murray, a former Georgia quarterback, just like he said, if Arch Manning was that guy, he was so good, why couldn't he beat out a 7th round draft pick? Why he couldn't do that? A lot of Texas fans and basically people that deals with the football team was not high on Quinn Ewers. But guess what? They kept him in there in favor of Arch Manning. And you might say, well, they're going with a proven quarterback. Proven. Well, I remember the time Alabama had a proven quarterback. Proven. 26-2. Jalen Hurts took Alabama to 2 national championship appearances. 2 national championship appearances back to back. 2016, 2017. Yeah, he got replaced in that 2017 national championship, but he took them there. He took them there. And a lot of players, coaching staff, fans, all thought that Tua was a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. All of them thought he was a better quarterback. And guess what? They was right. And in that national championship game, when Jalen Hurts couldn't get it done, Tua went in there and got it done. And guess what happened? Jalen Hurts got replaced. Jalen Hurts got replaced for a better quarterback. I'm just saying, matter of fact, in his second year, so in Arch Manning's second year, why didn't Quinn Ewers get replaced? Why didn't Quinn Ewers get replaced? That was Arch Manning's second year. Tua took over his second year in place of a proven quarterback. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Arch Manning will not be successful. Arch Manning could be better than a better quarterback than Eli and Peyton. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Don't cast doubt on my quarterback, Ty Simpson, in favor of this guy. Ain't neither one of them proved nothing. I understand that Arch Manning got more playing time than Ty Simpson. I know Arch Manning threw for over 900 yards as a backup. I know all of that. But it's a lot different in being a starter and a backup for an entire season. And I won't stop talking about how much Texas lost to the draft and the transfer portal. They only got 3 starters coming back from last season offensively. They only got 4 starters on defense coming back. So maybe the guys that's coming in, replacing the starters from last season, maybe they'll be better. But it's a chance maybe they won't. And as far as Clemson winning a national championship, I'll have to see it to believe it. I understand Clemson got a good team down there, and I understand they in the ACC. But guess what? When you in the playoffs, you ain't only playing ACC teams. So I have to see it before I believe it. Clemson winning the national championship. I don't think that's going to happen, but hey, it might. But anyway, I'm just high on Alabama. I'm all about Alabama, and I'm going to pick Alabama before I pick anybody. I'm going to ride that train till the wheels fall off. And Ty Simpson just may be one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. Just maybe. We just have to wait and see. Just like we got to wait and see what Arch Manning is going to be. But until then, y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide and roll damn Tide.